feel my own spit. I was so excited. Where's my water?
Yeah, I also almost choked on Josh's spit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Josh.
I'm Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Kevin is on this episode of M-Class Emails, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back.
Thanks for
How was your
coming.
flight?
It was, well, my arms are tired.
We
So
invited
good.
Kevin over to our M-Class studios.
The M-Class Podcast Memorial Studios.
Yeah, a rest in peace M-Class podcast.
Yeah, this place looks expensive. Like, I don't know what the rent on here is going to be, but...
2.
It's twos. I don't know two of what.
Two things.
Sounds like somebody's have a Patreon account.
Somebody's.
We make
Sometimes
so much
we take
money.
all the $400 and we get nickels and we roll around in them. Like Scrooge McDuck.
It's not enough for both of us to roll around in. We have to take
we have to
turns.
take turns. Yeah. It's not enough, yeah.
It's never enough.
I need more nickels!
On this episode of M-Class Emails, as in every episode, which makes it very difficult to write episode descriptions, we're just going to read your emails and answer them.
It's pretty standard.
This time with Kevin.
Kevin's here. Kevin Cole as Kevin.
Hi. Oh, wait,
Think about it.
cross arms, not at the camera.
Pretend to play with something that doesn't work right.
Our first email of the night is from Joe, who says,
What do you know, Joe?
Captain's log, stardate 420.420, phase it.
Oh, fuck. We're already in deep.
Is that a weed joke?
That is a
weeded
weed joke. We have those every now and then on this program.
Yeah. Follows me wherever I go.
Seems debaucherous, but okay.
Debaucherous. Wow.
Debaucherous, this man says.
That's a $5 word.
How interesting.
Sounds like that's enough to buy some weed.
Not where I'm from, dude.
No, not around
Maybe
here, buddy.
Maybe up there in the utopia of legal weed town that you live in.
Soon.
Soon.
While exploring a yet unknown region of the Gamma Quadrant, we have encountered an ancient audio signal originating from the 21st century of Earth. The contents of these historical audio logs appear to be from a time of great turmoil in Earth's history that until now we had no prior knowledge of.
Is it now?
2 historians are recorded on these logs, and occasionally an entity known only as Kevin. No, possibly a Q. And from what we have gathered, these 3 were of great importance and probably pretty handsome.
Ooh.
Probably. More like, fuck yeah, we were.
These logs have the crew concerned as they tell of events involving Starfleet personnel from its inception to our current era. Also, Kirk fucked a cat lady one time, and it was weird and pointless. Look, fucking a cat lady is never pointless.
No. Look. If there's a cat lady and she's got, like, reasonable human-looking anatomy parts where your wiener goes in, you're gonna fuck the cat lady.
Yeah, we're all cat ladies in the dark.
That is a deep philosophical moment from Kevin Cole. Possibly a Q. These logs must be vaporized and the signal destroyed, for I believe that if they are discovered, the ramifications could shake the galaxy to its core, and I, evil alternate universe Picard, will not allow that to happen.
Oh,
dun, dun, dun! Fade
I
out.
knew this guy was hanging around somewhere.
I knew that's where we were headed. I knew we were headed
a little
to the evil universe.
Beastmaster 2.
You and Beastmaster 2!
It applies to most things in life.
This man made me watch Beastmaster 2.
Does evil Picard have like a goatee or does he have hair? Or
he has a goatee.
I have the comic book with him on
and
it.
he's
You wanna
ripped
see
as
it?
fuck.
I'll find it for you. Hold on.
Yeah.
And I'd say that with no hint of joking in my voice.
does
He
he have
is ripped.
Wait, what?
He has giant muscly arms.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Does he have like a huge man bush?
Probably.
I'll find it. I found it right here. Here it is.
Show Kevin the beauty.
Yeah, fuck me up.
Alright, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna drag it in this thing right here. Look at it. Can you see it?
Dude, he is so ripped.
God, he's so ripped. And Data's a Borg.
Is Kevin jizzing?
I'm just crying.
Can you see it? What?
I don't even know where to look. I'm just gonna Google evil
Go
Picard.
to
It's in the fucking Skype thing.
I'm in Skype and you guys are doing it wrong. All right, so
I dragged it in. It's not there.
I'm seeing it.
I have a broken JPEG in here.
Oh.
Oh, for fuck me.
Our next email.
No, wait. He's got a sleeveless?
Yeah.
Sleeveless.
Everybody in the Evil Federation has a sleeveless uniform with huge guns.
God damn, that rules. Look at evil. Is that Evil Troy?
Yeah, Evil Troy looks like a thought, for sure.
She's just thoughting it up over here. Or over there, I should say.
Ah.
Borg Data looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, he does.
Our next email is from Rich, who says, "Yo, Trekkist boys, whoever trekked."
Trekkist
Hello.
boys, whoever trekked.
Trek. So I'll get right to it. I've had this problem with the Nexus from Generations for a long time, and that it makes absolutely no fucking sense.
Alright.
My problem with it boils down to 3 main issues. 1, Soren's plan. The ribbon only transfers you to Trek Heaven if it comes to you, and not you to it, right?
Not necessarily true.
Oh, yeah?
You have to... No, you have to... I think the more of... It's more you have to, like... be on an atmosphere. Like, I think it has something to do with, like, where you're at, not, like, you're going to it.
Oh,
and who's to say... and also, fucking, Kirk gets sucked in.
He's not on a planet. He's on a ship.
No, I know. So, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't really matter.
He's like, well, if Dr. Soren can track the ribbon with such predictability that he can alter its trajectory by inches with exploding stars, then why doesn't he just hire a shuttle from Hertz and park it in front of the ribbon?
Maybe he's not... I always got that he wasn't sure that it worked that way.
Maybe.
Like, I thought maybe he saw the ships exploding, but, like, he didn't know for sure if they were going to heaven.
Don't take up for him. He's a villain.
Look, I think we all want to blow up civilizations so heaven comes to us, alright? I said it, alright?
I mean, it's a big gamble, but it seems like if it pays off big.
It's a huge win.
Yeah.
You never have to do anything.
It's a lot of prep work for that gamble.
You gotta spend big to win big, Jeff.
That's right.
You gotta explode some neutron stars to make some money, right? That's how the saying goes.
Does anybody have any trilithium?
Trilithium?
I just have quad lithium.
Holy
we need
shit.
Trilithium? Has to be trilithium.
This dude's like 1,000 years ahead of us with his fucking lithium over here. 2, the Nexus's rules. Picard and Soren enter the Nexus together, a place Soren has been obsessed with getting back to for 78 years. So his boner to get there must be pretty strong. However, Picard is able to drag him out of there just by deciding to do it. How is this possible? Why is Picard's freedom boner stronger than Soren's Nexus boner?
Is that really a question? Like,
no, that's not what happens.
Yeah, I don't think that happens in the movie like that.
Yeah, Kirk he makes Kirk leave.
Yeah, they go back in time for no reason. The Nexus lets them go back in time, and then they punch Soren, and he doesn't go in the Nexus.
Because it's extra dimensional. Like, it doesn't follow the rules of our dimension, so you can do whatever you want.
Soren doesn't get pulled out of the Nexus. They go back to a time before he goes into it, and they stop him.
Yeah, they time travel.
I think my issue with this is the doubt implied in Picard's freedom boner. Like,
yeah, Picard's got the strongest dick in the universe.
Yeah, the boner of freedom erects itself slowly, but
because it needs to get all that blood.
Yes.
This is beautiful. This is fucking beautiful.
From time to time, the boner of freedom must be watered with the blood of tyrants.
That's true. Holy fuck. Thomas Boner Jefferson said that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. His part 3 is something we talk about in the actual episode of Generations, like why bring Kirk out of here, like a big out of shape fat Kirk, to like 5 minutes before the missiles launched. Like, why not do it like 3 days or a week or a month, or go back to when Soren was a baby?
It's the Terminator argument, right?
Yeah.
Why not go back?
But then you don't have a movie, Rich.
Yeah, it's not interesting. It's like boring.
I'm sorry, Rich.
Sorry, Rich.
You gotta have tension in a movie, even though time travel negates tension, or should.
In many ways,
it should negate the tension, but they plan it in just such a way that it doesn't.
Right, they skirt it like it's what's it like? It's like eating too much. They eat just enough, right?
Yeah. Could you imagine if Picard goes into the Nexus and like gets Kirk, and they go back in time to when Soren is just standing on a cliff, like looking at the majesty of nature as a teenager.
Push him off.
They just fucking push him off, and that's the end of the movie.
But also, it could fuck up the rest of the timeline if you do that, because who knows what Soren did butterfly effect wise, right?
Yep.
So there's another answer for you.
But instead, Kirk dies under a bridge, and then they bury him under some rocks.
Oh my.
Whoopsie.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I'm dead. There's nothing. There's nothing.
Rant over until I find more problems. Keep on trekking, you excellent bastards. Plain and
Thank
simple
you.
Taylor and proud patron, Rich.
Thank you, Rich. Great email.
I love
you
that
for
plain
the-
and simple line.
I do
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Thank you for writing, and also thank you for being a patron. Rich is actually like a super patron. Like he goes way out of
fuck
his way
yeah.
for us.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you. So everything I said, Rich is correct, and don't listen to Josh.
Don't ever correct Rich. He's always right. Our next email is from Christopher Mitchell,
Hello, Christopher Mitchell.
who says, in the last emails episode, number 17 for continuity,
Thank you. This is 18. I knew it. I like how a fan has to tell me what number it is.
I don't know what number it is until I go to put it up.
Yeah, me neither.
Characters with unjustified reputations were brought up, and it kind of turned into who would make a good ship's captain, with Riker being the prime example,
Yeah.
with his trombone-style Anbo jutsu.
Ah, I see you've mastered trombone style.
This got my Trek gears a-turning, and I thought of a few choice selections for captains that I wanted to share and see what you thought.
Oh, shit, yes.
My first thought was Kira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While she's a bit abrasive and opinionated, she has leadership qualities and the mental fortitude to get through tense situations without much trouble.
Well, boy, do I have good news for you, Chris Mitchell. She is a captain in Star Trek Online.
No, she's not.
Nice.
She's the Kai.
Nope. She is a captain
What?
then.
What? This never fucking happens. You guys never have like.
She's the Kai, and then she
is only acting Kai.
they go and they rescue what's her name from the Never Die planet. Kai Opaka.
Kai Opaka, yeah.
And then Kai Opaka takes over the Kai ship.
Okay.
And then Kira becomes captain.
Josh knows STO in ways that I don't. Like, I've only played a grand total of like 5 hours of STO.
I know it
Damn.
sexually.
He knows it biblically.
Yeah, with my wieners.
I will say, Kira, her abrasiveness is purposeful, and
Yeah.
she leads the Bajoran crew on Deep Space Nine very, very well. And I mean, she's the one who stops the Romulans from, like, putting weapons on the moon of Bajor. She does that by herself. She leads the Bajorans. to
Yeah.
do
Oh
it.
yeah. Like
She's absolutely capable of being a captain.
She's more Riker than anything. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
yeah. To be a good captain, you have to know when to follow the rules and when to break the rules, and that's Kira's whole thing.
Kevin, you gotta know when to hold them.
When to fold 'em. It's like the
gotta
greatest. When to walk away.
Blow up a moon.
The greatest philosopher of our times,
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
Captain Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers would be a better captain.
He
I
got
think.
those
He
three
definitely
dots.
knows when to hold them.
No, Kira is, yeah, absolutely. I mean, in my head canon, which is actually debatably canon, yeah, she is one. So, yeah.
I mean, STO is as canon as you can get for what happens to these characters later.
yeah.
SPO's where that good shit is happening lore-wise, right? Like, it's
Yeah,
kinda
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
it's kind of like where the extended universe in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, except like there's already
Before
an
that
extended
was-
Star Trek universe that like STO is kind of being like, nah, that didn't happen.
Oh, so it is like the Star Wars extended. universe.
They do use a lot of it though. Like I don't want to say a lot. I don't know like percentage wise, but like,
I mean, they use more of it than like the new Star Wars movies use the extended universe.
I mean, the new Star Wars movies are just like whatever. Nothing happened.
nothing happened for 30 years. Who cares?
No, boring. It was boring, and then till this happened, and it's like, was it?
He then puts forth Chakotay.
Okay.
His character was great once he was fully integrated into the Voyager lifestyle, i.e., not being a Maquis anymore.
He always all of like 2 seconds not to be a Maquis.
Oh yeah, he was not a Maquis to begin with, really.
He didn't really. He was like having second thoughts and like never told anyone.
He always reminded me of a more spiritual Picard, where he would find a peaceful answer to a situation through people's personalities and cultures, as opposed to Picard, who would use logic, science, and the odd Shakespearean quote.
Yeah. I would say Chakotay's okay. He'd be okay, Captain.
He would be a very boring captain, whose
Yes.
show I would not like to watch.
Yeah, he would just be like a captain who's a captain, and there's never a show about him, but they're there.
But
Yeah.
but I would like to see a little more representation in my captains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I think we can do a little better than Chakotay.
Yeah, we can.
The problem with Chakotay is, like, he's representing no one because all of the Native American stuff was made up by some white guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like, who lied to the producers and said he was Native American.
that's fantastic.
My ultimate choice would be Miles O'Brien. The man has been through hell both ways.
No.
I disagree with this.
Let me read his reasoning. Maybe he'll sway you.
I'm sorry.
This man has been through hell both ways, and most of his vocabulary is "I, sir." On top of all of his accomplishments within Starfleet, he was a war hero, even being called the hero of Setlik III. If anyone is deserving to enjoy the comfortableness of a captain's chair, I'd have to give it to him, and it has nothing to do with the fact that Miles O'Brien is my favorite character in the entirety of the Star Trek universe.
Absolutely not.
Well, that's fair. Like, I love Miles too. But
Yeah,
I named my cat after him, one of them, so...
I think at the heart of this, like, being a captain is good and important, but you shouldn't value leaders over good followers, because
Yeah.
Miles O'Brien is I would have him on any team if I was to compose, like, the ideal
fuck yeah.
Star Trek
Oh,
ship.
yeah.
Miles O'Brien makes the list every time. Like, I think kind of the same reasons why Worf does, because they're both good soldiers. They're both good followers. Like,
Yeah, they're not particularly amazing leaders though.
yeah,
Always.
I don't think you make a team of leaders, because that's just a power struggle. Like,
That's
you need,
terrible. Yeah.
you need people who can, like, work with other people, and, like, Miles has, like, a great perspective, like a great, like, crew level perspective. Like, his the people who work as engineers for him, like, they kind of hate him because he's a perfectionist, but they also kind of love him, like,
Right.
because he's just inspiring to work with. And
He's
like,
also just a great dude. Like, in
is a great
general,
dude.
like, people like him just because he's so personable and, like, he's so friendly to everybody.
I would charge over the trench with Miles O'Brien.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
maybe before I charge over the trench with Picard, because, like, I feel like Miles O'Brien gives me the real shit, and Picard is a great leader, but he is still, like, a person in power, you know?
Right. I agree with all this.
Yeah.
I don't even need to say anything. That was
Absolutely.
perfect.
Kevin absolutely summed up my entire point I was going to make. So, way to go, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
It's like we have a team of Miles O'Briens here.
We're all Miles O'Brien on some level, right?
We are.
We've all gotten yelled at by our significant others, like Miles O'Brien gets yelled at every day.
We've all been
Aw.
put in mental jail for 20 years.
I know I
Mental
have.
jail.
I hope this was as good for you as it was for me. Until next
yeah.
time, Chief Engineer Christopher Mitchell of the USS Sriracha.
That's a great name.
Great. I love that.
Dude, I want some sriracha. Oh god.
Oh, man. You ever done a sriracha and vodka shot?
No, but I want to now.
I used to do that when I was sick, and I have a video of me doing one. and they're fucking awesome if you're sick. But if you're not sick, they still taste like a really fast, spicy Bloody Mary.
Oh shit! I want
Sounds
this.
pretty good, honestly.
It's not too bad.
I'll have the replicator make me one.
Synthahol.
Oh, I'm not synthahol again. I don't want to be in control of my faculties at all.
Our next email. Oh, no, go ahead.
Doesn't someone hack the replicator to make alcohol at one point? Or is it just not possible?
When the Irish, when those weird Irish colonists, like, are on the ship in the cargo bay, Worf lets them, like, use the replicator to make, like, real alcohol. He's like, the replicator can make more something spirits if you want, and he, like, tells it to make real booze.
Yeah, because they drink blood wine, right? They don't replicate that shit. Like,
Yeah, they don't replicate that shit.
And that's actually alcoholic.
Yeah, it's like more. It's
can-
kind of like a whiskey, I think.
You can replicate actual alcohol, though.
Yeah.
Wait, they're space Irish?
Yeah.
There's an episode of TNG where they find a colony of, like, horrible, horrible Irish stereotypes.
Yes, my people.
Mine
Riker
too.
fucks the hottest one.
Yeah, and she is very hot.
Holy shit, she's hot. Like, I don't want to undersell this or anything.
Like, she wears a dress that has absolutely no back to it.
Yeah. I was like, yep. I would do the same thing, Riker.
Yeah.
It's like the meme sweater.
Meme sweater.
It is pretty much very similar to that.
Yeah, so someone who listens to this will get that. And Jeff got it.
I'm also a pervert. Our next email
I'm
is
looking it up.
Our next email is from Phantom Thief Goofus,
Goofus.
who says, previously on Phantom Thief Goofus M-Class emails. Yes. Jeff, I'm pregnant, and Kevin is the mother. Car bomb goes off. The 24 clock countdown sound effect.
Holy
This is
shit.
Irish.
Jeff, remember how I said that I wouldn't fire you after the Patreon goes up? Josh, you did say that, Jeff. You did.
Oh, that sounds like me.
Jeff, I lied. Josh, no! Lost sound effect.
Holy shit.
Josh, which do I shoot? They both look like the devilishly handsome Jeff Pennington. Why couldn't we solve this with a threesome?
Oh man, this is me all over.
Gunshot sound.
Is it you and me?
It's just us standing next to each other like, what?
That one's Jeff.
Which one? Don't you know which one's which? And I'm like, you both are Jeff. They sound exactly the same.
Gunshot, cash register sound effect.
Is this a fucking...
This is a
what's her
script.
name?
And now, the thrilling conclusion.
Pitch it.
Riveted.
I pitch it.
I'm
Ahoy,
riveted.
Trek boys. Trek boys.
Trek Bois.
That was great.
How is everything going? Hopefully you haven't given in to cosmic despair like the universe seemingly wants you to.
Ooh, bad
That's
news.
heavy.
Y'all ready for a pitch it or ditch it?
Hell yeah.
It's okay, I'll wait.
I mean, I'm ready soon.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Discovery. Cancel it and start over on not a dumb streaming service no one wants. The market is thoroughly cornered. Looking at you, DC Comics.
I'm pitching this already.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pitch that one.
Pitch whatever that is. Whatever that could possibly be is better, so.
Voyager. Janeway realizes that the ship has only been going half speed the entire time.
Dude, Kevin loved that.
He really did like that. She spends the rest of the episode trying to subtly speed up the Voyager so that no one notices.
Oh my god.
7 of 9 might be
He's
on to
dying.
her.
He's dying, man. Wait, this thing goes to warp 9?
Oh shit.
I love that.
I thought you were saying 5.
B plot, Harry Kim tries to develop a personality. He eventually settles on movie guy.
Alright, that's better than whatever he's got going on now.
Does
so.
Harry Kim realize his personality was going half as fast?
I think the viewers did.
Follow-up question. What is your favorite sci-fi invention? It doesn't necessarily have to be from Star Trek. I'm
That's so
personally
good.
a fan of that storage cube thing from Jimmy Neutron. It's essentially a bag of holding, but technology.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Bag of holding is cool.
What about you
I would
guys?
say lightsaber. That's an easy one for me. Lightsaber.
But there's so many applications for lightsaber technology, like light razor,
Yeah.
light butter knife, like
Light kill people with it.
yeah, light bullet.
Light bullet.
You just
yeah, they
throw it.
Yeah.
You shoot the lightsaber out of another gun.
It's a lightsaber gun.
Light boomerang.
That's a dangerous
episode
one.
9. They're coming up with that one.
I'm gonna have to go with replicator. Like that's the one I want
Replicator's
most.
so good.
Like I just want a hole in the wall that I say like pizza, and a pizza comes out of.
This guy keeps ordering pizza.
You can have anything in the universe. I have a pizza. Well, wait. You already had that 37,000 times. Then I'll have a different pizza.
Pizza with pepperoni on it.
Yeah, I feel like my answer is eerily similar to Jeff's because I was gonna
That's
say
why I don't know who to shoot.
Yeah.
See?
I was like, just imagine I'm holding up a note card with something I've written on it. Like it's, is that $1 Million Pyramid or whatever?
The
Yes.
Newlywed Game.
$64,000 pyramid.
Yeah.
It's also the Newlywed Game.
That's Newlywed Game.
Ah, okay.
Mine says teleporter in parentheses to the pizza store.
Holy shit.
We're
It's
just
like
trying
a-
two different ways to get pizza. Really?
Is it a one-way teleporter or is it a two-way but it only goes to the pizza store?
It's definitely a two-way because
Yeah, you gotta get back.
I gotta
Wait.
get back.
Can I have a
Yeah.
bed in the pizza store?
Yeah.
That's not very sci-fi, but yes.
Then
Like-
I will have a one-way teleporter, please.
Like,
You're gonna eat the pizza and just go take a nap.
Yeah, and that's all I'm gonna
dream.
do with the rest of my life. I'm gonna wake up and eat pizza and then go back to sleep.
That's,
Josh,
there's
you-
worse lives.
you live the dream and you it's like ash in your mouth. You don't even care. You're right.
What about pizza?
Yeah, you're like right
Yeah, I
next
don't-
to a pizza place.
I don't care about pizza.
Yeah, Josh is like the only guy I've ever met that doesn't like pizza.
That's
I
a,
don't not like pizza. I just have had so much
He
pizza. that
hates
I'm-
it.
That's a blessing.
He would
as a
piss
blessing.
on pizza before he would eat it.
If I,
I mean-
could quit, I would.
I would eat free pizza right now. I'm not gonna buy pizza.
Fucking the problem with pizza for me is like I'm lactose intolerant now, and like the
That
lactate
sucks.
pills like work 50% of the time on pizza.
It's
Yo, you gotta
crapshoot,
get that
literally.
nut cheese, bro.
The other half of the time, like I don't even get like regular like symptoms from lactose intolerance. Like I go
Yeah.
straight to horrific stomach problems instantaneously.
Jump on this coconut nut cheese, man. Like it's fucking
Coconut
good.
cheese?
Yeah,
Nut
yeah.
cheese? How much does that cost?
Not very expensive because it's nuts. Like it's about the same as regular shredded cheese. It's like coconut mozzarella or whatever. Like
I hate
Shit,
coconut.
I love coconut. I love coconut.
I hate it.
here's
I'll eat it.
You can also get like almond milk cheese. Like
See,
you know,
I already drink almond milk, so
yeah. There's like all kinds of nut cheeses now, and it's
How
fun
do
to
you
say
milk
nut
an
cheese.
almond? Is there tits on an almond?
yeah, you
Hell
milk
yeah.
the almond tit.
You ain't seen an almond with tits, man.
I haven't seen an almond apparently.
You milk it the same way you milk a dude.
Yep.
With your mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Trek on trekking on, boys. Catch you on the
That's a great
flip.
email. I love questions like that. What's your
Phantom Thief
favorite?
Goofus.
I like
Also,
that.
pitch your idea. That fucking killed me. I love that so fucking much.
So good.
You get the coveted make Kevin Cole crack the fuck up award
That
in
was
the
like
episode.
the first time I've ever heard Kevin lose his shit like that.
Because it's so funny.
It's ridiculous.
It's only going half as fast.
It's ridiculous.
It was really good.
I'll think about that when I'm old and gray. And I'm only driving my car half as fast.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, it really does. Our next email is from Pezcorn,
Ooh.
who says, "Hey, turgid boys."
Turgid boys.
Boner time.
Turgid. What a disgusting word that is.
I love that word.
Boner time.
Wait.
Boners.
Different podcast. Sorry. Anyways.
I don't remember when was that from.
What is turgid from? I think it's from this. Didn't I talk about turgid, the word on this one?
Yeah.
Maybe I bring up the word turgid very often on other podcasts.
I don't remember,
Who knows?
Man. I don't even know.
It's a fun word.
Anyway, I have the most scientific question ever to be asked, and I was hoping you worldly scholars could answer it for me.
Two.
If a Klingon loses one of his two hemipenes in a batleth duel to the death, will said Klingon suffer from phantom ding-dong syndrome, and would the only way for him to relieve the pent-up tension in his polterpene be to ghost bone his husband or wife until he ecto-jizzes?
Okay.
I mean, Kevin, would you like to take this one?
I mean, I have a scientific opinion on
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, doctor.
I've heard if your leg gets amputated, the neuroplasticity of your brain maps over your leg brain part with your dick brain parts, and sometimes when you do the jizzing, it feels like your leg's a giant. It feels like you have a phantom giant jizzing leg dick.
I am going to cut my leg off tomorrow.
I don't know what that would feel like.
I mean, it's got to be great, right? Like, if your whole leg was jizzing, holy shit.
I don't know if that's real or not, but I definitely heard it. And, like, it could have been on the schoolyard, like, back in high school. Like,
That sounds like
What high school
something...
did you go to?
That really sounds like something a kid in, like, grade school would be like, did you know that if your leg gets cut off, you have a phantom giant dick leg instead?
I am willing to risk this. I am willing to risk it.
Just at least do a cursory Google search before you cut your leg off.
So
Cursory? I don't have time for cursory.
by the transitive property, I would have to assume that cutting off half a dick means you feel like you have just a little foot. Like, right?
A plus B equals C.
All right, so
my
Kevin
God.
has answered your question to a level that no one else is going to be able to.
Yeah. There you go. It feels like a little foot is there.
Yeah, you all got foot dick.
P.S. If I find out Picard has two dongers, I'm going to burn CBS to the ground.
We didn't even talk about any of that tonight.
No, we didn't. That would date the podcast, I think.
Yeah, it's fine.
Not that us
date you
talking
guys.
about politics of the day didn't date the podcast
Well, they'll
already.
be talking about this for 400 years, so I think we're good.
PPS. Hi, Kevin. Heart.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Oh, yeah.
Yours until Voyager makes it back from the Delta Quadrant, Pezcorn.
So hopefully never.
Well, I stopped watching that show, so never.
It's a shocker to you, maybe, Jeff, but it's like kind of a Deus Ex Machina that happens.
I know. I watched it when I was younger.
We're back. We're at Earth now.
Fucking show. Anyway,
We'll never make it. We made
We're
it.
back.
our next our next email is from Sean, not Boston Sean,
Oh, regular Sean.
who says, "My dearest Trek boys, space war is hell. Fighting in a space war I don't believe in for Mitt Romney III over space weed is truly a daunting task.
Oh my God.
I hope this letter finds you well. Jeff, Josh, special guest Kevin, how are you all doing?
Good.
Well,
Presumably good, so that's good to hear."
Thank you. Oh, I said earlier I was going to say the truth. Oh, terribly. It's awful. Not good.
He's had to spend like 4 hours with us, so pretty fucking bad.
I'm loving it.
Thanks to this podcast, my wife and I started watching through TOS, and it's a whole lot better than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, it does that to you, right?
Probably due to my love of practical effects and actual sets, helping all of that. TOS is a lot better than people give it credit for. I'm always willing to go to bat for TOS.
Yeah, it's great. It's great comfort food for my brain. That's for sure. I love it.
Well, I didn't really have anything to write about regarding the latest episode because I haven't actually watched the show to go along with the podcast due to time and reasons. So there's that.
Reasons will always get in the way.
Signed Sean, not the actress or replicant, Young.
Oh my god, I love Sean Young.
Sean Young is beautiful.
Sean Young in Stripes. Sean Young, oh my god, in fucking the movie you just said.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
She's gorgeous in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
One of my first crushes, I bet.
Yeah. Mine was Daryl Hannah from Splash.
Oh, it looks like, I think Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell may have been the first one for me.
Yeah.
Kevin?
Misty from Pokemon.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good one.
I bet you're in like heaven now with all these cosplayers cosplaying Misty from Pokemon.
Yes, every moment of my life is ecstasy now.
I no longer suffer. I am in heaven.
Nobody ever cosplays as Kelly Kapowski.
No, it'd be too ironic.
Also, Josh, if you got some good Misty cosplay, send it my way.
I got a few for you.
I'll take
show
those
you
two,
some.
by the way.
Okay, I'm like your drug dealer when it comes to porn.
Our next email is from Steve Nemzik.
Steve!
He actually saves us from a problem we just had.
Oh, cool.
Hey, my friends, glad to see Josh made it home from England intact.
I'm not dead.
So yesterday it was announced that Patrick Stewart will return as Captain Picard in a Star Trek series for the CBS streaming service.
There you go.
I'm interested in your thoughts on this. Are you happy like I am, but also worried it will suffer from bad writing and forever taint the Picard legacy?
I wasn't, and now I am.
I posted that GIF of Zap Brannigan and Fry who are about to get snoo-snooed, and they keep like smiling and frowning.
That's exact. Dude, and that's such a good. That's exactly how I feel.
That's my reaction.
Yes.
I will remind you that Sir Patrick Stewart's last major role was like the poop emoji in the
Yeah,
Emoji Movie.
exactly. Like people keep being like, "Oh, well, Patrick Stewart won't let them make a bad show," and I'm like, "This dude's an actor's actor. Like he's on stage to do the job, regardless of what the job is. He played the shit in a movie."
Yes.
Yeah.
For money.
Yeah. Shit.
Like he has kind of a like. I don't think he's ever been in a role where he was like, I don't think I should do this.
Yeah.
Because
and,
he takes the role he's given and elevates it, but he doesn't change the role he's given.
Right.
And to be perfectly clear, like, if any of us were offered the role as the poop in the Emoji Movie, we'd probably
would take
do
it.
For money? Yeah, we'd do it.
I play
how
the
much
poop
money are we
emoji.
talking?
I play the poop emoji in the movie of my life every day for free. So
if
yeah,
Mountain Dew
I would do it
Code
for
Red
money.
came to me.
Mountain Dew Code Red. Shirley
Just
Temple in a
referencing
bottle.
shit that isn't even in the podcast.
Fucking Shirley Temple in a bottle.
It's a delicious product.
I stand by them. It's delicious.
Sorry, that was from Watch M-Class Podcast. If you like M-Class emails, you'll like M-Class Podcast.
If they're not...
Here's the thing. I put up a fucking poll on Twitter because we get so few views on this show on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
And so many on the podcast. There's like a huge discrepancy.
Do you think they're two separate tribes? Like,
wouldn't that be hilarious? Like people who just refused
to watch the real show and they listen to this. Holy fuck, that'd be so funny.
God, that would be funny as fuck. I'm cautiously optimistic.
I am
guess.
too. That's as best as I'm gonna get. I mean, I love Patrick Stewart, and I think he's great at everything he does, even the poop emoji. I think he's funny. I like that he hangs out with Seth MacFarlane, and he makes fun of himself. I like that. Yeah, I hope it's good. I hope they pick some writers who can write. That's all I'm saying.
Like I got excited. There's no way to not be happy that Patrick Stewart is stepping back into the role of Captain Picard. But it comes with some risks. Nothing is without risk, right?
Yeah.
But it's been a little while since anybody wrote anything good Star Trek.
Yeah, maybe we're due. I feel like we're like a sports team fan, and we're like, we're due for a good year, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll happen.
Yeah, maybe it could. I don't think it'll be the turning point. I think, I'm sorry to kill the hype, but like, I don't think it'll be the turning point in the show that makes it suddenly amazing. I think it'll probably be a pretty good episode in a kind of.
Well, it's not an episode; it's a series.
It's a series. They're doing a whole show.
He's coming back for a whole series of his own.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not Discovery.
Oh, I thought he was coming to Discovery. Oh, my bad.
No.
Okay. Well, then
no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't
right.
set foot on that shit show. Not my piece, dude.
They wouldn't pony up enough money to get Michael Dorn on the show.
They could get Michael fucking Dorn.
How are they going to get Captain Picard?
We could probably get Michael Dorn on this show.
Absolutely, we could.
I've heard about how much he costs to be on things, and no, we could not get him for this show.
$3?
Well, he wanted the same amount of money that he got for Nemesis to be on Discovery. And we don't have that much money.
How much do you make on that?
I can't pay my rent, guys. I got no money.
How much do you make?
I don't know.
$100.
I can't afford that.
And $100.
And $100.
Yes.
Look, if he came by and said, if you could spare me a sandwich, I would be on your podcast. I'd be like, dude, I can't afford that shit.
He's not Tim Russ. He's Michael Dorn.
Yeah. I mean, if he asked for a sandwich, we'd probably have to negotiate him down to a hot dog. But
you start at sandwich and you go down to hot dog.
It is technically a hot dog in some. A hot dog is technically a sandwich in some circles.
Not in my fucking.
If
circle,
you're a fucking heathen, it is. Get out of my life, dude.
Hot dog is its own thing.
Yeah, if you think hot dog is a sandwich, get fucked.
Kevin, do you think hot dog is a sandwich?
This is a test.
No.
He's allowed one.
I believe him.
No, maybe. I don't know.
Get the fuck off my show.
Is an open-faced sandwich a sandwich?
No.
It's in the name, though, huh?
Yeah, but it's only because there's bread underneath it.
Yeah, man. But like,
if you could pick a setting for this show, what would it be? Would you have Admiral Picard or Captain Picard or what?
I feel like what they're gonna do, and I feel like I'm gonna do a little Mike and Jay here. I feel like what they're gonna do is he's not going to be in Starfleet, and he's going to come back for some reason. Something's gonna happen. I'm going to also assume and guess that it's the Iconians. It has something to do with the Iconians.
All right, I'm going to guess that he lives in space France with his rude brother, and
he's dead. Rude brother's dead.
What? Yeah, Rude brother died in Nemesis.
What the fuck?
They're dead.
Wow.
Yeah, the kid's dead too.
Everyone's dead.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What about the grapes?
The grapes are all dead.
Did they glass France? What happened?
No, they died in a fire, which is crazy because that's what you get for living like an old-timey French man. Your house starts on fire and you don't have space technology to save you from it.
Did the Borg do it?
Maybe. Think about it.
Q did it.
Think about it.
Could have been Q.
Q did it. He was like, no one can have Picard's love but me.
Q did it, and then he trapped all of their souls as mariachis, and that's what he uses to torment Picard.
No!
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
I am going to hazard a guess.
Yeah.
That Picard is an admiral. In Starfleet, and there's never going to be anything related to Iconians in any canon Star Trek thing besides STO ever.
A man can dream.
I'm going to guess
he's going to be like, there's going to be something that catches his interest.
Something brings him back.
Like, it's going to be the Borg.
You're probably right.
It's going to be the Borg, and he's going to be like, I'm the only one who knows how to stop these Borg. I want to take command, like Captain Kirk.
So it's going to be the plot to Star Trek Armada 2, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's going to be
cool
like the motion picture where like something happens and like Picard gets to take control of a ship.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm wrong. You're right. That's it. That's what it is.
Does Picard have a history with the Borg?
Kevin,
you're like way too much for me tonight, Kevin.
I'm so sorry.
You're killing me, dude.
I'm sorry, dude.
Kevin batting
Holy
1,000 tonight.
Fucking ridiculous.
Our next email is from Charles.
In charge?
You make that
Do we do
joke
this
every single time.
Of our days
and our nights. Good luck syncing that shit up.
He probably loves this. He's probably like, I've never heard this before. You guys are hilarious.
Let's see what the email's about. Maybe
Let's see what the email. Yeah.
Hey there, Jeff and Josh and maybe Kevin.
Hi.
Hey. Congrats on finishing up the Trials collection. Don't we still have another one?
We're not done yet. We got one more.
Yeah, we got one more. It's fucking DS9 episode or
yeah, it's the one.
I don't
with,
even
O'Brien and
yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't even know my own fucking thing that I made a design
it.
for it and everything. Yeah, we got another one.
Yeah.
But he says another one in the bag before you do the Q collection, the Klingon classics, and eventually the Wedding collection.
We got Satan's, boy.
Satan's is coming up next, baby.
Satan's?
Probably not, but maybe.
No, maybe.
I think the secret thing that I'm keeping under wraps is that the Satan's collection is going to be in October.
Oh, for Halloween.
For Halloween. So don't tell anybody
sense.
about that.
That makes sense.
The 42 people who listen to this. Don't tell the other.
Well, we have a strong YouTube contingent that only listens and watches on YouTube.
I was thinking about Voyager this week, and the main premise...
I'm so sorry that your week was terrible. I'm sorry to hear about your week.
Oh, man. Fuck you, Voyager. You piece of shit.
No, guys, we already fixed it earlier in this episode.
Yeah, we sped it up by twice.
Holy shit.
I was thinking about Voyager this week, and the main premise of the show might add... and how the main premise of the show might add to some of its failings. Voyager is supposed to be a ship lost in space, except it's not. They know exactly where they are and exactly how long it'll take, which defeats the mystery of finding their way back. Maybe it's just me.
No, but space is so big, though. Like, honestly, like, there's more stars in our galaxy than there are grains of sand on the beach. So, like, even though you know where you are, you don't know what you're seeing. Like, it's so big.
The thing is, they know exactly where they are because they have Neelix with them.
Also, like, they have computers that just know stuff. Like,
Yeah.
right? Like, they can just be like, oh, here's a star that I know, so we can
And it's
orient.
There's a specific episode where Neelix is like, I don't know what the fuck's past this point. Like, I'm useless now.
Yeah.
Except he does. Like, he continually tells them the names of planets and places for the rest of the series.
I fucking hate Neelix so much.
I'm so glad that you say that, because every time I talk about hating him, you're like, but what about the gif of him dancing?
That gif is dope as fuck.
I think... Sorry, I think the problem with Voyager is what makes DS9 good. Like, DS9 is good because, like, all the problems stay where they are, and, like, they roll into each other, and Voyager never has to think about...
Well, you can just fly away from your problems, like, literally.
And they do, and, like, they try and make it a character drama from time to time, and...
All the characters suck.
And all the characters suck, and they want to return to the status quo, like, really bad, because they want it to be... They're kind of strangled by their premise, which is like it's like the Twilight Zone, except we keep all the same characters, and
they're always the same.
They're always the same. You can come in at any time. Please come in at any time.
Right.
Even in TNG, it's like, what? Picard did Borg stuff?
Yeah.
Like, there's some kind
Kevin
of
just learned that he did like 2 seconds ago.
I'm touching my ear right now. I'm getting it in just now that Picard did Borg stuff.
This just in. Picard did Borg stuff.
Honey, do you want to do Borg stuff tonight? Nah, I have a headache.
You want to do Borg stuff? It's your choice.
You want to be the mayor? It's your choice.
Trying to be the Borg mayor.
Yeah. Picard had a brief term as mayor for the Borg.
Mayor for the Borg.
All these jokes that no one is getting. People are just going to be like, why the fuck are they laughing at this?
Why am I listening to this? I should switch over to the regular M-Class podcast.
No, don't.
No, don't.
We have to explain why Voyager's bad, because it's not apparent.
It's pretty apparent. Now break out your ball caps, put on your jersey, and those really high socks, cause here come the pitches.
Oh shit!
Oh, damn.
Nice baseball reference.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh yeah, sports. TMG.
Somebody knows about him.
Barclay notices everyone on the ship is acting fidgety after bringing an alien satellite on board. People start tapping their hands and feet uncontrollably. Data has locked himself in his quarters and is rapidly hitting keys on his terminal. Holodecks are being used 24/7 to reenact old films and songs. It isn't until Dr. Crusher tap dances in Morse code that Barclay learns what's happened, that the satellite was built to simulate the musical section of the brain using a sound wave for entertainment purposes.
Whoa.
But the species it was meant for had a higher tolerance. However, Barclay is literally tone deaf and can't hear the audio cue to simulate his brain.
Man.
He then has to
Barclay.
fight through a string of show tune rehearsals and get to the cargo bay and eject the satellite before Data's techno beats start overriding the computer's memory buffers.
I love this. I'm pitching this. I love this.
Yeah, this is a good musical episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, there is
yeah.
a great ending to this episode. Everyone's happy once it's finally over, and the last shot is the poker game where they're all soaking their feet in tubs of water.
That's cute.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna hard pitch that one.
That's so good.
I would pitch it, and my punch up for this one is I'd add a little scene at the beginning and the end of Barclay like rehearsing for like a musical.
Yeah,
or
he's
trying
gonna
out for a musical.
Right. He's gonna be like in a play or something. Yeah.
Yeah, no rhythm, no
He's
tone.
terrible. Yeah.
Just total Kevin Cole in high school trying
And
out to do it.
everyone's like lying to him. They're like, "Yeah, you're good. You're good, Reg." Like everyone does, you know.
It's exactly
Or
like that scene where everybody's like staring in disbelief at Data like reciting his poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they'll be like, good volume, and we need more boys.
We need more boys. Oh man.
We've got Keiko O'Brien in a beard right now playing the rabbi. So
The Fiddler on the Roof.
you're no Tevye.
Oh shit.
Who would be Tevye? Data, obviously.
Data, yeah.
Yeah, Data would be the best Tevye.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, pitch the hell out of this one.
Yeah,
This one's
pitch
great.
it. Double pitch it.
Super pitch. The next pitch is TOS era. Kirk has a showdown with Klingons about what it means to be a true warrior by forcing him to a hunt. This serves as a treatise on toxic masculinity and how there's no right way to be a man. The episode ends with the Klingon dying from his wounds since he refuses to be treated by bones. Spock muses that his extreme position hurt only himself, followed by Kirk pointing out that his son will now grow up without a father, and that behavior like that hurts everyone involved.
I grew up without a dad, and I turned out fine.
That's true.
So Kirk is right, it turns out.
I love this. I would definitely pitch it.
This is
Yeah,
a
this is
beautiful
good.
story. I like this a lot.
Is good.
But
Yeah.
my punch up for it is they're hunting.
tap dancing.
They're hunting hot babes.
What?
Like literally with like guns.
Yeah, like they're hunting aliens that look like hot babes that the Klingons consider to be like not.
Kevin, boy, do I have an Enterprise episode for you, my friend.
Do
There is
do
an
they crash
episode.
land on Babylon 12 or something?
They crash land. Well, no, they land on a rogue
Babylon.
planet that is like floating in like space, not around a star, like not orbiting a star, and they find hunters there, and these hunters are hunting all kinds of shit, and Archer sees a beautiful lady, like in the woods. And he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, and he tells everybody, and they're like, Captain, what are you talking about? Like, there's no woman here. And it turns out that the aliens that the hunters are really after are like these like shape-shifting aliens that like
Babes.
so the one looks like a beautiful lady because of a poem that
There's a train. I'm sorry.
Ghost Train because of a poem
I'm
that
so spooked.
Archer's mom used to like tell him. Ghost Train telling me to wrap it up.
I would not punch up this episode with hot babes. I'm sorry.
All right, yeah, that's fair. That's probably that's fair.
I think that's a perfect TOS episode, and it's like it's an episode that they would have because they have the whole like Charlie X episode, which is about like how men like treat women like they're objects. And, like, Kirk tries to teach Charlie that, like, you can't fucking force someone to like you.
Jackie Treehorn treats objects like women, man.
Would you pitch it or ditch it?
I would pitch it. I would pitch it. Yeah, no, this is great. I like it. Pitch it.
Also pitch.
He ends the email by saying, looking forward to emailing you again, but they only let us send out letters every 2 weeks here on the penal colony of Rora Penthe.
The penal asteroid of Rora Penthe.
Signed Charles, prisoner 43297.
Wow. You had a 42069 joke in there and you didn't take it. I respect the fuck out of you.
Shit,
That's pretty respectful.
That's a good one. Thank you. Is that it?
Our next email, our next email is like difficult, but I'm gonna try.
All right.
I can't promise this.
Is it in English or what?
It's part of it is. It's from Yakub.
Yakub.
Who says, before we begin, let's take a moment to listen to the soulful tunes of Boys to Trek with hits such as End of the Row, I'll Make Love to You with My Two Dicks.
I love that one.
And One Sweet Day to.
That's pretty good. I love puns. That's a good one.
Buy the Hollow Sweet program now by calling the number on the screen.
I don't see it!
It's 1-800-69-429.
You're still missing a number.
Shut the fuck up. All right. The Trials collection is so good that there's not enough emails for you to read. What? The Trials collection is so good that there's not enough emails for you to read. Below, you may find something to discuss. You could pick and choose depending on how much content you want.
I see. He gave us like a list of topics.
Okay, so here's the difficult part. And I'm trying, Yakub, even though you said I didn't have to because I'm an asshole. A bit of pronunciation. Jadzia in English is pronounced like on the show. Jadzia in Polish is pronounced Jadwija.
Okay.
And it's an actual name, apparently.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I like stuff like that. Like, the Ewok language is really like a 90-year-old Mongolian lady just speaking.
Wait a second. Is it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, they were they heard her talking at like a party or something, and Ben Burt was like, yo, come in and I'm gonna record you talking.
That's really cool and kind of insulting.
That's Ben Burt. Let me record this stapler for a Star Wars.
Foley people that aren't known for their tact.
Let me just record this two dicks humping each other for a Star Trek Discovery episode.
That's what the sound the engines make is.
I hate to say it, Yakub, but I'm gonna have to skip this question since the actual pronunciation of Polish Jadzia is on a website and I can't hear it because I'm on a podcast.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
Those things are hard anyway. Sometimes they don't work right.
We tried.
His point is that the Polish Jadzia is pronounced completely differently. It's a diminutive version of a Polish name. And it's like someone continually mispronouncing a name on a show.
Oh, on a show, right? Yeah.
It's like somebody named Keblin or Jez.
Yeah. Or anytime anyone in Star Wars says Han instead of Han.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's immediately what I thought of, and I was like, why?
Change yourself.
Fix your life. Stop it. Get some help.
I'm almost done with Season 6 of TNG, and I still don't know where the bridge is located on the Enterprise.
Up at the top.
Yeah, it's the circle on top.
It's the tip of top.
It's the little tiny circle on top.
Deck
one. Like the target.
Yeah, it's in the middle.
I like how he says, help me, M-Class Podcast. You're my only source.
Nice.
Since I'm unwilling to dive into extra material, dance for me, Trek Boys.
Oh no! I got that tap dancing satellite in my brain.
Dude, I want to see that episode.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Yeah, it's at the top.
It's
Everybody
at the
knows
top.
that.
Like the Discovery one is at the bottom, but that's the
Yeah,
only
fuck
one.
that
All the
shit.
others are at the top.
That's fucking crazy. Who fucking approved that? That's
It's
insane.
different,
Some
so it's
idiot.
good.
Some idiot.
God.
It's dumb,
Like
right? Like it's fucking stupid, right? Like it's dumb.
I mean, I was putting you guys on a little bit, but yeah, it is dumb.
There's so many stupid things.
I think my point stands. It's different, so it's good.
Right.
We changed it, even though it doesn't matter, because
Somebody did
it's
some work
different.
today. They made a different thing happen. Oh, okay, cool.
I feel like that is a microcosm for like reboot culture. It's
Yes,
like
it is.
we put it on the bottom instead of the top.
We literally flipped the script.
This pizza, you eat crust first.
Oh no, it's that pizza with that stuff in it.
Stuffed
Cheese.
crust, you mean?
Yeah.
Stuff in it. What do you call it?
Yours
Pizza
ruling
grill.
on engagements. Yakub, Ensign of Sciences on ORP Lightning. What?
you,
You probably
Yakub.
thought all spaceships are American-made in the post-Cochrane world? USS does not mean United States.
It means United Starfleet ship.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So it would be the USS Lightning. It would still not be the ORP
That's
Lightning.
everything's USS on.
Sorry, Yakub. America wins again. Nah, I'm just shitting you.
That's so funny though.
Our next email is from Kyle, who says, "Hey, wagon train through the stars, boys.
I see. That's
I was-
what it
Wagon
says.
train through the stars, boys.
We never do Trek Boys anymore.
Why don't you guys? Wait.
I did it
feel like I've been
earlier.
doing-
I did it earlier in the episode, and neither of you motherfuckers did it with me. So
I feel like I've been doing it this whole time. I'm sorry.
I get $10 every time I say it, so
Oh man.
why don't you just say it all the time?
because I'm not
it comes from you,
greedy.
Jeff.
Yeah,
Oh.
because Jeff has to give it to me.
I owe you a lot of money, I guess.
Well, good thing I accept in trade.
I'll trade my ass. I was
There it is.
I was
There.
farting around Reddit.
All right. Now you can kind of piece together.
Yeah, you can put the puzzle together on that one. I was farting around Reddit and came across a profile that was shilling for the Cheeto-in-Chief and posting to Star Trek subs. I asked them this. Star Trek's entire premise revolves around a utopian society where there's no money and society is incredibly accepting of one another's differences.
Is this a real thing?
It's-
I have a hard time believing this is
Well,
real.
whether this happened or not.
Sure.
Its driving themes are rationality, progress, and discovery. How do you rationalize supporting Trump while at the same time liking Star Trek? It's not my intention to condescend. I genuinely value your opinion. I can see how many of the points brought up are morally gray, so I'm curious to see what a person with an opposing ideology has to say.
Yeah.
He responded thusly. Oh man, this is a lot. Our current government isn't rational, progressive, or interested in discovery. They are interested in money and holding on to power. We are ruled by a mob. The idea that there are two parties, Republican and Democrat, is an illusion. Yes, they quibble about issues that seem important, like, did this really happen?
Don't you guys love Reddit? Like, don't you just love
yeah.
Reddit?
This is why you should never go on Reddit. Reddit's terrible. It's the worst.
Oh, Donald Trump comes into the system as an outsider with his own money and infrastructure.
He's actually a mobster. So
Yeah, he's the best chance at real reform we've seen in our lifetime. That's why they hate him so much. That's why the media and Hollywood are endlessly trashing him.
oh, that's
Like,
why
how
it
could you
is.
possibly be this fucking stupid?
That's
So,
why
like-
it is. I get
So like
it.
they're doing the thing. They never play defense. They're not.
Yeah.
They're just not arguing what the argument's about. They're changing
Right.
the argument.
The argument is now about why people hate Donald Trump
Yeah, yeah.
instead of how do you like Star Trek and support a dictator.
What's really happening here is this person's like, I like Star Trek because they're spaceships, and I like
Right.
Donald Trump because I'm afraid of everyone.
Right, because
So-
I don't like brown people.
Yeah, So there's your answer. Like,
Yep, that's the short answer. I think Kevin summed it up well.
Yeah, it's true. I agree with Kevin 100%. But it's like, I'm reading through this, and I'm not gonna repeat it because it's a bunch of fucking stupid horse shit. But like,
yeah.
I can't believe that somebody could get the Star Trek universe this incredibly wrong.
Whoa, Jeff, like, I agree, but like that you're infringing on his freedom of speech. Like, as a platform provider, we have to read the entirety of this Trump supporter.
Oh, right. I forgot that we have. Like,
Oops, I accidentally deleted the email.
Oh no, not the freedom of speech.
Oops, I accidentally
lost the email.
I accidentally emptied out my trash. Oh no.
Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. He lost an email. Lock him up.
I appreciate what you were trying to do. Like, he said, maybe you want to... I thought you'd want to hear it straight from the horse's mouth or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I don't care what
this
that
is
guy
not
has to
an
say.
open forum where we hear other people's opinions. This is the Jeff and Josh's opinion and sometimes Kevin's show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck what your opinion is unless you're sending us a nice email that has your Star Trek opinion in it.
Well put. I agree. He's right.
Yeah.
Hello, my gorgeous podcast voices, says Evan Chirot.
Okay.
Big fan of
Podcast voices.
gorgeous podcast voices.
There it is. $10.
Big fan of Gull. What are we gonna do about the children Ducat here?
Nice.
My whole family has loved Star Trek, and my mom used to tell me and my brother that we might actually get to live that life. I don't know if she realized that even in the show, that shit was centuries away.
And there's an apocalypse in between.
There's
we
three
have to go through that one
apocalypses
first.
in between, actually. Three.
Yeah.
I've been rewatching all of the episodes, all of them, for the past
Nice.
while. I'm done with TOS and TNG and almost done with DS9. Your comments are always insightful and have helped me put words to the parts I loved, even when I didn't know why.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
My girlfriend has watched a few episodes with me and doesn't hate the series. She even warmed up to DS9, which started off as her least favorite. She helped me compose this email and even chose her own rank in the signature. Spoiler alert!
Nice.
Anyways, I'll keep it short. You guys rock, your podcast rocks, and I regurgitate your guys' comments when arguing why the series is better than the new movies. Keep up the good work. Maybe one day I'll even support your Patreon.
Yeah! Thank
Yours-
you.
Yours truly, Tactical Officer Evan Sherrod and Counselor Jennifer Tempest, which is a great fucking name, by the way. Jennifer Tempest.
That is a great name.
That is a dope name. That's really cute. I like that they watch the show together. And, like, I don't know. I really like sharing, like,
Yeah.
TV shows and stuff with other people.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
That's really exciting to me. And like, I like watching shows other people are interested, like, even if it's not my jam, because I want to know more about the other person.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that's
had to
cool.
watch Frasier a lot.
For me?
For you.
Because
Kevin.
you're getting close to me.
Yeah,
the
I
thing.
wanted to know about you more.
Here's the thing. Everybody at home is like, Jeff, you coward, bully, cad, and thief. But I don't fucking like Frasier, and I
I
never
don't either.
have.
Jeff,
Oh,
we're the
no.
same person. Jeff, we're the same person. I
Same
don't like
person,
Frasier.
dude.
I don't like it.
I love Frasier, but it is bad. It is.
I'm not gonna make like whether it's good or bad. Like, I'm not making a
yeah.
quality decision on it.
It's
I just
not
don't enjoy
quality.
it myself.
It's just not like my speed.
Yeah, I always
love-
tell people I'm too dumb for it. Like, I'm not smart enough to
That's
enjoy
a good way to
Frasier.
put it. Yeah.
I love British farce, and like the structure of Frasier is just it's a British farce like every week, and it's mostly silly and dumb, but it pretends to be smart,
Right.
and it's really obvious like some of the time about how it's pretending to be smart, and you have like
Right.
the dad who has like the lower class like thing, and like it's cool.
Yeah.
There's some like writerly like I don't know like stage play shit about.
Oh,
it
I've
that I
seen
love.
every episode, Kevin.
Have you?
Multiple times.
Holy shit.
Nice. I don't think even I have made it all the way through. But like there's like occasionally like a transcendent episode that's really fucking funny or a funny
Yeah.
like the Corkmaster episode.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Okay, maybe not that one.
Ghost Train.
Train's telling me to wrap it up.
They all kind of blend together for me. A lot of them. It's just like Frasier. I know this isn't the Frasier cast, but like Frasier and Niles they're brothers and they do stupid stuff and
they're rich and they just want their dad to love them.
One of them wants to fuck the British lady.
Yep. Yeah.
And then he does. Then he gets to.
And then he does.
And then the show's over.
Yeah. But like, if they reboot it, like, there's no way Frasier isn't going to be a Trump supporter, and Frederick has to like live with them because Frasier fucked up the economy.
He's dead, so.
Frederick?
The dad?
No, Frederick's his son.
Oh,
yeah,
Frederick's
the dad
his
died.
son.
The dad fucking rules. Like,
yeah, he was great. He's the
guy.
Say anything dad.
Yeah, how are you gonna do the show without that guy? That's the only one I even remotely liked.
You got to bring Frederick in.
Here's
I'm
the
pretty
thing.
sure the dog is dead too, so that sucks.
Here's the thing, right? Is I watched Cheers. Cheers is an okay show.
I don't like
Okay.
Cheers.
Out of all the characters on Cheers, you chose fucking Frasier to make a spinoff?
People loved it, dude.
It's like making like the Harry Kim spinoff.
Yeah. It's like fucking my favorite Cheers character, because I was never that big into Cheers. It's okay. My favorite Cheers character is Harry the Hat.
Oh, he's
Harry Anderson.
Yeah, he's Harry Anderson.
He's the
also
con
dead.
man. Like, my biggest dream is to do a walk-on role on a show as a con man that everybody loves. The con man with the heart of gold.
Jeff, if you ever come up north, do I have a shitty bar for you to visit?
It's called Cheers.
Cheers is okay. I was never that big into it, like I said, but like
I never liked it.
Harry the Hat got a spinoff, sort of. He became a judge, and then he made Night Court.
Court rules. Fucking saxophone, man. Cool as fuck.
Fucking love that show.
And didn't that get a crossover in 30 Rock where like the members of Night Court reassemble to be on 30 Rock?
Yeah. But they play themselves as actors.
That's right.
Yeah. It's really funny, though. Before we go tonight, I wanted to point out that we just got, like, literally 1 minute ago, a comment on YouTube.
Finally. One comment.
On M-Class Emails episode 18.
Okay.
This will be 19.
Oh, this is 19. Shit.
And Dunder Jones says, nobody in the world needed to see Han Solo's origin story, so they didn't. Which I thought was fucking hilarious.
What? Was he, like, miscommenting on something? Or did we talk about Han Solo?
We talked about Han Solo in it, but, like, we talked about how Solo didn't do well.
Yeah.
And that was his response. Nobody wanted to see it, so they didn't.
That's pretty funny. I just like how it's just no context. It's just, here's my response. You talked for 2 hours, but here's my response to that one thing.
This is my problem with answering YouTube comments, is I don't know what the fuck I said. Like,
yeah, I don't either. I don't remember anything. I have no memory. Anyway, what a great episode we just did.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
Thank you for writing in, everybody. I'm sorry, Kyle, that I truncated your email a little bit about some dumb fucking Republican's opinion.
I'm not, but I still appreciate Kyle sending that
I
email
appreciate that he did that. He did.
Yeah.
He suffered more than we did.
Yeah, absolutely.
We suffered greatly listening to 2 seconds of that idiot talk.
I appreciate the desire to reach across the aisle, but I'm not going to do it.
You can't rationalize with crazy people. You can't.
Like, I don't know. I'm like the liberal that conservatives hate the most, except I'm not brown or gay.
I mean, not yet you're not. You haven't really tried, though, have you?
Maybe one day. I don't think I'll ever be brown, but maybe gay.
You could be the mayor.
He could be the mayor.
Hey, is that an invitation? It's your choice.
I like how this has just followed me. I love it.
4 more years.
4 more years.
Oh no! I would like to thank Kevin Cole for being on our program.
Thank you,
I'm
Kevin.
so sorry for everything, but I loved every second of it.
Hell yeah!
It's always a treat to have you on, Kevin. I would like to
be here.
I would like to thank Josh Henderson for being my friend.
You don't have to thank me. I get paid for it.
Holy shit! The truth comes out.
Yes, for the 2 years we were doing the show, I was secretly getting paid to be your friend.
Damn, no wonder we can afford this spacious studio that we're recording this in.
It's so good. We have like 4 air conditioners. We're so rich.
I like how your version of rich is having multiple air conditioners.
Dude, because that's like my dream, just to like have air conditioners on all the time.
Oh my god.
Except
and then a teleporter to the pizza store.
No!
Just one way.
No!
Just one way, baby.
No! It's silly. What do you have to have a replicator there too, so you can replicate a car to drive it home, and then you gotta have another replicator at home to put the car in to recycle it.
Why wouldn't you just use the replicator to make another teleporter?
What?
You're like mixing and matching the one like sci-fi item we're allowed to have. Either you get teleporters or you get the other thing, the replicators.
You get
the pizza stores. None of this is real.
Pizza stores exist, Kevin.
Cut out the middleman. Get rid of the pizza store.
You can't condition the air, guys.
The air just is, guys.
Look, just get a replicator and make a pizza. Just do the Jeff Pennington way.
Or do the Josh way. Don't eat pizza and then just do whatever you want.
No,
I don't like that way.
I need the pure pizza hall.
The pizza hall.
Can we replicate a car that runs on Pizza Hall?
Could you imagine if, like, you went up to the fucking gas station and there's, like, a little man who's making a pizza and he fixes the pizza for you and shoves it into your car?
Is it bad that I pictured, like, a super Italian stereotype?
Yes, it is.
And even in my imagination, he went, like, you want the pizza? Is that bad?
And I'm Kevin.
Mamma mia, Kevin's here.
Mamma mia, you needed the fuel for your car.
If Nintendo can do it, I can do it, alright?
That's right.
Oh, Nintendo makes a super racist Italian character and makes 2 of them? Oh, that's... And everyone flips out and they love them?
4 of them now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess Waluigi is Italian.
Wario, Waluigi, Mario, Luigi. Fucking, who knows? Toad's maybe Italian. Who knows?
I think
Daisy's Irish, though.
Daisy's Jewish, I think.
What? Nah.
Daisy comes from the desert. She lives in a desert kingdom.
Yeah, Israel.
Oh.
The chosen people. Come on.
Okay.
I'm so sorry if, like, you're waiting till the end of this podcast to, like, poop or something.
I am.
Just, you should have pooped while listening. We can't hear you.
Yeah, just take it with you to the poop room.
Jerking you around. You're doing great, if that's what you did, by the way.
The poop room?
Yeah, the poop room.
All right, thanks, Kevin. Find us on Twitter at mclasspodcast. Send us an email, mclassemail@gmail.com.
Thank you.
Follow Real Kevin Cole, SpaceKings.space.
Yeah, follow Kevin at Real Kevin Cole on Twitter and go to spacekings.space.
I went there. It's amazing.
For Space Kings and space.
Buy Hack on wherever you want.
Itch.io.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.